We have seen what is karma, karma phal, types of karma. Now we will see what is the worthiness of knowing this karma. The Lord is a sole judge, Vishnu Narayan, of your actions. He will decide your karma phal. Only He can decide. The whole universe, various parts continuing in it, the individuals, both human like us or non-human, which is held together by number of rules of action. Everything, even for animals, that's called as dharma. The action of the parts of the individuals is called as karma. Each individual, be it a man or an animal, has a swabhava or a nature, yeah, according to which he or she or it acts. Okay. But beyond and above all these minor laws, there is a great dharma of the universe which provides there are certain previous karma, sanchita karma or action that must lead to certain new karma or the results. Yeah, we have sanchita karma. This is the chain of karma. The bondage of this karma, which is called as a fate, Hindu fate, and we want to get salvation from this. From this understanding of karma is not so much a principle of retribution as you see in judiciary. You do something and then judge gives a punishment, right? That's what is judiciary. It is not like a judiciary. Good produces good, evil produces evil. It emphasizes the importance of right action. That's very important. The law of karma is not to be confused with judicial theory, rewards, and all. No. It is just a result of your own action. Also, you may notice that Supreme Being did not initiate the action. He is nowhere there to be seen. He is only responsible for giving you the phal. He is not responsible for your actions. God is not responsible. It was entirely your decision to take action in the manner you did, and you are now reaping the rewards for it. So entirely it's ours. So for example, somebody dies. At the time of death, what happens? The individual loses his physical body. That's only the subtle body called self that continues. Along with the self is packaged the unrewarded punyas and papas, both. These punyas and papas have to produce sukham and dukkham. So another physical body is required. There can be no interaction with the world without the physical body. And there can be no experience of sukham and dukkham without any interaction. Purva Janma is getting associated with the new physical body. Mind you, the self is still the old one. Self has not changed, but the body has changed. While experiencing sukham or dukkham in the new body, the individual performs more actions and consequently acquires more punya or more papa. Many of these get unrewarded, and the individual gets ready for another new body. This is called cycle of birth and deaths. This is anadi. The cycle of birth and death is called as samsara. Samsara doesn't mean wife. This is called as samsara. God does not determine and type of birth and the type of the death. No, He does not determine at all. Both are decided by the punya and the papa. When all this has started, there is anadi kala. How do you break this cycle? Only moksha will bring. This is the law of karma. You have to think about it and understand it. Claiming ignorance, no, I do not know, will not help. Understanding the law of karma have some advantages. What are the advantages? Number one, it explains the difference and disparities in living beings. Someone is rich, someone is poor, someone is handicapped, someone is beautiful, someone is strong, someone has got more knowledge. Why are innocent children born handicapped? This is, I can accept my suffering even though I have not done any mistakes in this Janma. This also gives me a wisdom. So I accept my suffering because I am dissolving my Purva Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma. I can take charge of my future also. It is in my hands. My future will depend on my present actions. I understand that the world does not determine my future. God does not decide my future. I alone am responsible for my future. The answer to the question, why do evil fellows enjoy and good fellows suffer in this world? The evil fellow is enjoying the punya of the past. The good fellow is suffering due to his past papa. Accept suffering as a means of exhausting the papa. Science talks about physical order. Yeah. Karma talks about invisible moral order.